And we're finally there. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna see where these potatoes lead. Do they go inside? No. Where do the potatoes go? Okay. Oh, there's some more potatoes. More potatoes. I'm not seeing any more potatoes. But it does look like a regular night. So, let's go into her house and sleep. Hello, viewers. I don't have chat up, but I can see you're there. Thank you for watching. We made it to Risking Its Base, finally. And there's a zombie in there. Oh, missed. There we go. Okay. This is the area I did previously for them to kind of give them an idea of, alright, this is what I thought of. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you think? And they really liked it. I added icicles, I added this water feature with partially froze. We have the snow instead of carpet, because under these leaves there is hidden lighting. So it's lighting it all up, but it's also pretty to look at. Now there are some spots, now that I have the overlay with me, that I can go in and fix. Like we need some leaves over here to help take away those numbers. So, in an effort to do that, let's just go ahead and we'll get started. So, I'm going to turn off the light overlay for now. Okay. Now I can see the little mic thing right here. That means I'm talking, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can hit Alt Z2 and pull up the other thing. So you know slash to the microphone. So
Okay.
you do.
Okay. So let's see here. Where do we want to start? It's a nice little bridge she has. Let's do some stuff around the bridge. Okay. First things first. Goodbye, carpet.
For your build.
So much carpet. Oh my gosh. I remember in that little section that I just showed you guys I removed like over a stack of carpet. Okay, carpet, 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 carpet. Alright, that's a big enough area to start with. Now what we want to do is put on our overlay. See, the nice thing about the sea lanterns is their light level spreads so far. And then I can also make sure I don't get too close over there to worry about melting the ice. Oh, come on. Okay. Next step, let's add some bushes. That took care of it. Yeah, just kind of keep hopping around, adding things, taking away things. There we go. just eventually the landscape will kind of lead you around to where things should be, what they should look like. Let's get some icicles. Now with icicles, the main thing to remember is that you don't want the pane of glass to connect. You want it to hang free. Like this looks more natural, quote, than this does. Some trees can have a lot, some trees can have a little. It's all your preference and what looks right. I'm going to add some leaves to this tree. Just so we could hang one there too. Oops. My point of view made that look diagonal. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's nice. So when she comes out and walks this way, that looks pretty natural to me. Now let's add some greenery. Forgot about this light. Well, not all of them, but some of these I want to make bigger. I was commenting just today that I seem to be one of the few players that actually uses ferns regularly, which I think is a shame because they're very versatile. Here we go. Sounds like the two other people on the server are having a race of some kind. Okay. Just want to double check my light levels as I'm adding more clutter. Yeah, see, I like that. Alright. Yeah, that little section, almost 2.5 stacks of carpet. Yikers. This is going to take a lot of carpet. Alright, let's see. Is it in here? Yep. There we go. That has random in it. Here we go. There. Give us some snow to play with and place around. I remember there was one time I was working with snow a whole lot, and then all of a sudden I stopped and I kind of freaked out because the markings on the side, I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just the way I look at it, it reminds me of the markings on the side of a gas head. And all of a sudden I saw mini gas everywhere. Just like, oh my goodness. Okay, and now I've got a... Well, these trees already have snow on them. That's great. There were some trees I did over there that I had to put snow on top of. So yeah, I think that little teeny section's done. I know we don't technically need shears to remove the carpet, but I also know it's a lot faster if we do have shears. So that's what we're going to do. There are other ways of spawn proofing. Oops, I took out a bush. Do, 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 do. Get rid of all this carpet. Too much carpet. Too little grass. I wonder what she's going to do with all this stuff afterwards. I mean, that's just, it's a lot. Alright, let's go back to overlay. See what we got. One there. One there. Good. Alright. Looks like we're good. So let's turn that off because it's easier to do this without it, frankly. Let's see here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Okay. And I'm out of spruce leaves. See if I have any more. I do. Oh, good. It's probably one of the best things you can do if you're doing terraforming. Don't skimp on the bushes. They're going to help add depth and character and richness. They seem to me to be the thing that really helps you have the landscape take shape. You know, yeah, this was hilly and yeah, it had shape before, but now when you look at it, and there's so much more variety, and your eye can dance from place to place to place and pick up on the icicles and pick up on the flowers and the different textures. It just makes such a difference. Let's sneak in a Zora or two in here. And one other thing I would keep in mind when you're placing these things, especially the tall flowers, is that they seem to form in groups, in clusters, with the natural generation. So to make it look most, quote, natural, it's best to have it grouped together in that way. Alright, time for snow. Yeah, that's all white carpet. Jeez, oh beats. We're gonna need more snow made. I'll drop off more carpet. There we go. Let's add some more snow. Oops, that was too close to the light source. That happens. That certainly happens. Jeez. I just heard Jessie from Pokemon in my head going, snow, snow, I love it so. Oh, that's just pretty. Alright. And the other thing, I better go get my shelf for boxes. The other thing I wanted to do while I had you guys on here, because I know that this whole project's going to take a while, but I wanted to show you the process of what I'm doing, is I did want to find a spot to build a nice gazebo for her. And I'm wondering about in here. Oh my gosh, that's cute. She's got bunnies. In a carrot farm, they eat the carrots. That is adorable. Oh my gosh. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going over here. Now I know some of you might be thinking, holy crap, she's got a lot of spruce. Why does she have so much spruce? Well, we are working as a server on getting we have a quad witch hut, which we're turning into a farm. And actually it's Foxtails3 that's doing that. Give him a little shout out. And he needed a whole bunch of leaves for it. I don't know if they were decorative, I don't know if they were to help with spawn rates, because leaves mess with spawn rates. I can't explain it, I just know that they do. So in my shearing, what was it, 2 double chests worth of spruce leaves, I got a whole crap ton of wood. Which worked out, because then when I took this terraforming job, I asked what biome she lived in. She was like, oh, it's a spruce forest. And I'm like, oh, yay, good, because then I can use this. Alright, so what I've tried to do is kind of lay out how big do we want this to be. Because I could also bring it in one. Yeah, that might be a better size. Alright, let's do that. Now the next thing you're going to have to figure out when you're doing a gazebo is, one, how are you getting up and down? Where do you want your access points to be? Do you want them on either side, so they have to enter from this side and this side? Do you want from all sides? Do you want one entrance on one side? And all those questions will also determine where your posts go. I'm thinking for her, because that leads to a whole bunch more area for base, let's make this a walk through one side to the other side. Okay. So add some tilt-in stairs. And then we're going to need posts here. Let's see. The next part you'll want to ask yourself is this a gazebo you sit at? Is this a gazebo you visit? I'm thinking we sit in here. That does mean we are going to have to figure out, how do we want to sit in here? How much seating do we want? Do we want it to be group? Do we want it to be more private? I don't know why I just broke that way. I know that towards the middle here we are going to need at least one light source. Maybe we add some bushes on the sides. There. I think that's just a hole. I don't think that's a something. Okay. Okay, good enough. Now, let's turn that off. Let's see, the other thing she's used out here is dark oak. Now, dark oak and spruce contrast really well, even though they're both rich browns. Oh, she's got slabs too. I bet. Let's see. Maybe we do some Shea lounges. Yeah, maybe this is a place to get together with friends. So you're not the only one enjoying the spoils, but you can have some company, or there's space to be by yourself if you want to be alone. That sounds good to me. Oh, except for that. What is that? Ugh. Nope. Nope. That will, no. Mm-mm. We can't have that happening. But what does that mean for our gazebo? Well, I'm thinking if we move this back out one, then we can take these down. I think that'll work. What are you doing out here? Stop that. Oops. That was too big a gap. And not enough fence posts. Okay then. There we are. Alright. Now let's see. How do we want to make this connect? The stairs are a little chunky. It's a good idea to try out. It could be something as simple as that, too. Which I kind of like. Okay. More fences it is. Yeah. Open. We're closed off a tiny bit. Though if we close it off at the bottom, that might undo the expanding so we can put the furniture in here. So let's not. Let's say we did, let's not. Alright. Okay. There we go. How about that? She can bring a friend back here, and or she can lounge on her own. That seems like a good idea. Wondering. Let's just see what happens. Not dark enough. That's kind of neat. That just adds a little variety. There. There you go. So something interesting, but you can still walk smoothly across the surface. Or maybe that's too much interest. Kind of like that better. Alright, let's see. what else in here do we have to play with? I was looking for course start. Oh, I like that. That adds a little bit more of the solid feel, but without putting those fences in that would block things up again. I wonder if we want to do that or not. So connected or open? Or connected. I like that. Trapdoors add so much without doing so much. Like, it doesn't have to be overpowering to work.